A tragedy in Livonia. A 3-year-old is dead and his twin sister and mother are in the hospital after a hit-and-run crash. This all happened as families were leaving the Livonia fireworks last night, and this story tops our news at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Police say the driver hit the family as they crossed Merriman Road and Linden. Will Jones is live from that intersection tonight. Will, why didn't that driver stop?
Ty and Kimberly, that is the big question. That's what a lot of people in this community want to know tonight. Livonia police say thanks to the public's help, the driver is no longer on the run. The mother and her twins were just trying to get across Merriman when this happened. Now, while this driver is in custody, one family is planning for a funeral and hoping the 2 other victims survive.
Seeing the kid on the ground was definitely a thought that's still in my mind right now.
It was supposed to be a night of celebration in Livonia, the final night of the Livonia spree, wrapping up with fireworks. But for one family, the night took a terrible turn. Around 10:45 last night, a 28-year-old mother from Detroit was crossing Merriman at Linden with her 3-year-old twin boy and girl when a car hit them, and the driver kept going.
Was probably scared for their life, but at the same time, they should have been worried about the people that lost their life. That should have been the first thing they should have done first, is stop.
Police say the traffic lights were flashing yellow, meaning drivers needed to slow down and proceed with caution.
And usually there's a cop here directing traffic, but there wasn't yesterday.
A neighbor who didn't want to be identified saw the aftermath.
And I arrived here about 10:45, and I showed up 2 minutes after the incident actually happened.
He described the scene as chaotic. The woman's body was in the middle of the street when he arrived.
There were people tending to it, and you could hear the sirens coming, so help was on the way. People yelling because cars were still trying to cross, even though she was in the road.
Witnesses had already removed the children from the road. The boy was pronounced dead at the hospital. The mom and daughter remain in critical condition.
Well, it's a sad situation.
A lot of people have been leaving flowers, stuffed animals here at the scene. There are flowers at every corner of this intersection. Some of the people who were dropping flowers by today, they were very emotional and they did not want to talk on camera. Again, 2 other victims remain in the hospital in critical condition tonight. We are live here in Livonia. Will Jones, Local 4.
All right, Will, thank you.